Can a designated global terrorist become a president of a country? Can the same person who had a bounty of $10 million just 6 months ago today sit with Donald Trump and talk to him? In fact, this is the strange case of Abu Muhammad al-Jolani. This is his terrorist name, whereas his original name is Ahmad al-Shara. In fact, if you look at the life story of Muhammad al-Jolani or al-Shara, you will understand that how a terrorist can translate into a president, how the global community is in fact normless. If you observe this, he was originally born in the Syrian region of Golan Heights. Then growing up, he became part of Al-Qaeda organization and became part of Al-Qaeda's Iraq regiment. And later, Al-Qaeda's Iraq regiment got converted into ISIS, that is Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, which is one of the vilest terrorist organizations to ever exist on the planet Earth. Then later day, he shifted himself to Syria, and in Syria, he ran the ISIS branch of Syria. Then later day, when the movement against Bashar al-Assad was becoming stronger, he established an organization called Jabhat al-Nusra. And the same organization on which the Western media at one point of time said that it is one of the worst terrorist organization associated with brutal killing of people and human rights violations, the same organization Jabhat al-Nusra was founded by him. Then after Jabhat al-Nusra, he in fact created one more organization called HTS, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. And this organization played a critical role in overthrowing Bashar al-Assad regime in Syria. And today, he claims himself the position of interim president, and he has a strong backing of nations like Turkey and Saudi Arabia. And with the help of Saudi Arabia, he was able to meet the American president Donald Trump. And very surprisingly, Donald Trump in fact called al-Jolani, that is al-Shara, as a tough guy with a strong past, and he is a fighter. So this kind of statement coming from the American president, okay, who at one point of time started, or the American presidency is the one which started the global war on terror, seems very, okay, contradictory. And along with being contradictory, one more important dimension that we need to understand is, did al-Jolani change his means? I'm not denying that a terrorist can become a good person, but did al-Jolani change similarly? Was there any transition in his mindset? Absolutely no. Primarily because after he became the interim president, there have been many targeted attacks on the minorities in Syria, particularly the Alawite community of Syria, which is a Shia community to which Bashar al-Assad belonged to. This community has been the particular target of the HTS agency in Syria. Along with that, the situation of the Druze people, and along with the Druze people, even the Kurds populations, okay, human right situation is also very bad. He has imposed a highly centralized Islamic state in Syria. But all the sanctions on Syria have come out or have gone, and he in fact was able to meet Donald Trump and get the appreciation of Donald Trump for being a fighter and a tough guy. Now, what message is it going to send to the global terrorist community? They have to just persist, and once you win against any regime, then you will be proclaimed as a freedom fighter or a good terrorist, and all your past sins would be absolved. Is this the message that we want to send to the global terrorists? And over and above that, one more important thing is the global community's inability to declare who a terrorist is and what is the definition of terrorism comes from this very problem. Primarily because whenever any terrorist works against the interest of a particular powerful country, then he would be a terrorist. But if his interests align with the powerful country, then he will become a good terrorist or he will become a freedom fighter. Al-Jolani's example is a classic case of a terrorist attaining state power, then sitting in the global high table, talking to the global top leadership. He was able to remove the $10 million bounty on his head. The global terrorist designation he was able to eliminate, but the people of Syria, they are going to definitely suffer under the regime of a very, very brutal terrorist. Thank you.